What's up, players? Today we're putting the ponies to the ground. We already got the radio because we did that. So we're gonna start with the old delete today. We're gonna get all this garbage that nobody wants on here. Do some stuff with the turbo.
Yeah, that's pussies.
Yeah, and Swish Nancy's here with his old Scooby-Doo. Because we got all kinds of stuff on this here channel. We got the Scooby-Doo, he's gonna fix some stuff. She's nice, she's clean. She a beaut. Jesus. Anyways, we got the big old 5-incher, about 20 feet of this. We're gonna get that on there. She's gonna echo like a sum gun. And we got all the stuff to run the old ECMs and one of these Piper deletes. These will make some dope ass shit. Got some instructions somewhere, we'll figure it out. And then, yeah, we're obviously gonna take a test drive, so that's gonna happen. Also, since we were putting mad power to the ground, so I went ahead and was checking on the Driveline. And let me give you a look-see here real quick. The old carrier bearing is kind of shot in this here boot, but she got a little wiggle if you wanna. Yeah, you see, you don't want that shake in your Driveline while you're putting massive amounts of torque on the ground if you're towing or anything, so that's not safe. So I went ahead and bought myself a new one. Got this here, no wiggle, just nice and smooth, brand new. So we're gonna get that in so we don't bust the Driveline and fuck up everything. Yep. Alright, so we got, this is the goods we got. We got the old deleter Piper and thing, a box, some bolts for it. We're gonna keep those together. Get rid of the box. We got the tuner. Comes with your HDMI cable, the tuner itself, hook up the fuse part. Kind of shaky. Cable that goes to your fuse. I got 2 of these bad boys. Cool. And a little thing for your computer so you can load more tunes up. That's pretty cool. And just put that all back in here. Put her up. Set her aside. This is the good stuff. Got the pipe. Cover plates for your exhaust. Nice and real thick. 2 of those. You got hardware necessary. A little plug. Got the cover. You need that. You need these seals. Cover plate for your intake manifold. Bracketry. A nice long thing. And the most important part, we got stickers, boy. Yeah. And instructions, so that's cool. Sweet, let's put it on. Alright, you filthy animals. I had to cut the camera there for a second because it was getting serious. I got in a little argument with the old truck. But we got the old, if you want to go this route, which I suggest if you're doing it, delete anyways, it's gonna be dirty as hell everywhere. And if you got stock parts like old me, then I'm probably gonna keep anyways and put a nice filter on it. It's gonna be all dirty. There's grease everywhere. All the insides of the pipes will be black, and these stock Cummins ones come with this baffle inside that is useless. Nobody cares about those. You want more air. And then I got the housing off. Try to get in here a little bit. Get the housing off. The wheel's good. A little dirty. I'm gonna clean that up too. It's a fight though, because you got these band clamps. They have indentations, and there's an indentation on the housing. There's a lip, if you can see it. There's a lip here, and then on the turbo, on the housing, there's another lip that clamp seats on, and you basically got to take it completely apart to get it off if you don't want to beat the living dog shit out of your housing. And then your housing is going to be just filthy, if you can see in there, and just gunked up, nasty, covered in oil. We're gonna try to clean it up best we can. Some dish soap in there. And then I'm gonna take the silencer, ring silencer out, because it's pretty just blocking stuff and getting clogged up in that area region. But all you gotta do is these little pilot things, you're gonna have to drill those out. However confident you are with that, just a little drill bit, go slow. You're gonna make a little, there's gonna be holes in the housing, but that's just where the filter sits, so it won't be too big of a deal. But after that, you got that, we're just gonna go for maximum airflow, so the old girl can breathe, burn fuel adequately while we add more with our tune, and a little bit more power. Just a nice clean burn. This EGR is just disgusting for the old trucks. Just sending old shit back in, you don't want that. After some very careful drilling, we got, boom, little big piece of dirty aluminum blocking everything. She'll slide right out, get a little tap from the behind. She'll pop out, but got some open area to suck in some some air and just tear it up. All right, while I was letting I washed all the parts up there for the intake and stuff, so I was letting all that dry. I felt like being a little productive, and went at this whole carrier bearing, and I just cut out the old one, and then a little bit of old, yeah, you know how that goes. Just a little bit of heat, and there's wasp in here, that's cool. A little bit of heat and some hammering, and she slipped right off. Don't bite that one, you silly goose. But yeah, get that off, we'll clean that up, we'll take some stuff and clean it up and slide this new one on. Get her seated, put her back in there, and we'll be good to go. Alright, just a little update. Sun's kind of going down already. I've been helping friends, people stopping over here and there. But a little update. We got check out this new carrier bearing in. So that's good, that's done. That was a big job. And then I got the old exhaust out, a little size comparison here. You got the 5-inch and then something else, stock. I don't really care to measure because it doesn't matter anyways. And then stuff we don't need anymore because it's gonna be all smooth sailing. And also I got all the intake stuff cleaned up right there. Washed and scrubbed it and scrubbed the old turbocharger up a little bit. Got that cleaned up. So we just got to do the stuff on the engine and then plug up the old tuning system and let it rip, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I got all the pipe laid out. Shoop shoop. For the most part, just kick it, that's okay. But it's a lot of pipe. We're gonna put it together like a puzzle and make some noise. We got one piece left. We got all our stuff hung, and you gotta just mock it up, leave it loose. But once you get all of it hung, you know, I usually leave the middle and make your little mark here. And we're gonna use a good saw because we don't have a Sawzall blades, but we're gonna tear it up in here. And you know about this garage, so we're all about safety first, so let's get it. All right, she's in place. Let me get my flashlight. Get your little, it's in place. Got the old clamps on now. Just left everything loose, and then once I got it all lined up with the clamps, tightened her up. Missing one of those, we gotta get that, but the rest are in and it's not moving, but yeah, it's in place. Got the big old downpipe with the turbo up there. Got that all tightened up, both those band clamps tightened up and buttoned up, and exhaust is done. So we're gonna move on, get this bad boy rolling. How about it, Zeus? What you think? It's getting late, but I'm going to work through the night because we're gonna get this done. I got people's to help tomorrow, and I need this truck operational. So I'm hooking up. It's really dark, but I'm waiting for my buddy. He's about to get here with my shop light, and right now I'm just routing the wires, set up the old tuning. And if you get lost, H&S is pretty dope. You can just go online and look up, they have the instruction manuals online for the different vehicles, all the vehicles. So if you lose your manual, blah, 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 and my tuner's off my old truck and I gotta unlock the VIN and all this, I'm gonna tell you how to do everything. So gonna get this hooked up real quick. I ran the power wire, or this wire, when the truck is just ignition, this will run power to the tuner. So you gotta plug it. If you got a 2011, it's this little fuse, this red guy. Just put it in there. Put the little wire under the fuse and lock it down. So it'll get power when you turn the ignition on. So it can get ready for the truck to start up. But we're gonna do that real quick. And then once my light gets here, we're gonna finish up in the engine bay and get some stuff on that. And then she'll be good to go for tomorrow when I get the tuner unlocked in the morning and we tear some stuff up. I got this here old tuner all whip wired and stuff in the dash here. And I got my light, so that's cool. But you'll see down here, right share is the box. And then this cord runs out to get ignition power through one of the holes in there, and then the HDMI cord. I ran through the dash. It's pretty easy if you just undo these 2 bolts in here and pop this bad boy down. You can get up here. You can drop it down. There's a hole right here, right up in here. Boop, boop. You can drop her down, there's a hole in here, and then run her up right behind. So it runs nice and tight with the suction cup thing if you don't have a pillar mount. So then it looks pretty good if you're just chilling in the old driver's seat. You can't even tell, just see the suction cup and that's all. But we're done in the cab, and she's hooked up. The wires ran in here into the fuse box. Put her in there. She's hooked up in the proper spot. We're gonna jump in the engine bay and tear some stuff up, put some bing bang boom, gotta put it all together, so we're gonna hit it. Late, but did the old throttle valve delete. We're gonna take the map sensor out and clean it. I just don't trust these stock ones, this valve. If you can see it, it's like you can hear that. I don't know, but it's too easy to just it sticks pretty bad. So we don't need this piece of garbage because we're deleting it anyways. We got this nice shiny thing from Sinister Diesel. Yeah, it's just straight airflow. Look at how clean it is in there. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's what it's gonna sound like, obviously. I wanted to show you all this too. Here's the sensor we took out of the intake, and she's caked. She got that cake, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see it. Blech. Whatever. But it's caked with soot because this EGR system fucking sucks. We're gonna clean this bad boy up, brake clean, fixes everything, you know what I'm saying? Boy, has it been a trip, but boom. Right side done. Got all the stuff that we need in there and everything's unplugged. And then, so we're moving to the left side. Catch you later, skaters. All right, so this is where we're at. About to pull the fucking whole cooler off, so, but if you run into this, let me get this. Okay. If you're doing this yourself, just help you out here. These bolts to the exhaust for this cooler on the back, they're gonna be tight anyways, but this guy right here is easy once you heat her up. But this thing, there's one right there if you can see it. Yeah, and there's the exhaust, the tube is like a bend right over top of the bolt, so you can't put anything on it. And yeah, so, but the water outlet, ow, that's hot. The water outlet sits here and blocks it also. So you just rip the water outlet off. Make sure you plug everything back in, like the lines and such, but pull that water outlet back off, and then you can get you can get yourself a wrench in here, and you can just, see, now you got some room to work. It's gonna be super irritating, and you're probably gonna bust the shit out of your knuckle, but hey, it's gonna work. And that's all that matters. And about damn near close, once that cooler's off, just snip snap, you gotta put the plates on the exhaust and then the coolant line, dress everything back up, put the intake back together, the air intake, whatever, and yeah. It's about 2 a.m. still. I can't hold the camera straight because I'm retarded. But it will be done well, now it's today, so in the morning. It'll be done today, obviously. Freaking grinding out here. Poor Zeus boy. He just won't leave me. You know, he's just sleepy on a couch. That's his little couch right there. But we're gonna get it. We're gonna get this bad boy together so we can make the old whistle sounds in the morning. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be metal. All right, everybody. Whew. Yeah. So we got it. Got the intake cover on there with the throttle valve delete. Tried to wipe it up a little bit. Tucked all the wires, just ready for the batteries. Now I'm gonna wait tomorrow so I can go over it again, cause I'm so tired. I feel like I'm drunk right now. Whew, it's 4 a.m. but we killed it. I tried to wipe it up a little bit, make it look a little nice. But we got the intake back in, everything's plugged in. I went over it like 3 times, got the exhaust port covers on, the little the coolant line and the intake one back in that I'm probably gonna get rid of. Yeah, the turbo's tight, exhaust tight, battery cables are ready. Don't have any spare pieces except this garbage. It's just so much nonsense that and it's heavy, like wicked heavy. This looks better when it's like just less stuff. Less is more, right? That's what they say. Anyways, Zeus and I are we're gonna hit the sack, cause golly, my knees are even tired. What is that all about? It's daytime now, and the tuner's unlocked, and then she's right in the file for the truck, making all the blippy blip noises and learning it up. After I double checked and threw the batteries in, nothing caught fire. That's cool. But we're gonna get this start up here in a couple minutes. We'll get the old camera footage on it, so let's do it. I gotta put these back on now that my anxiety's gone, but I got it up out there. Ran fine, nothing wrong with the Driveline. Doesn't leak anything. Sturdy. It's up at operating temperatures. Ran for a good minute on operating temperatures. But freaking everything's good. I'm gonna, once it cools down, I'm gonna go back, double tighten everything again. Just make sure it didn't loosen up after the expansion. And that's it for that one. But let me know how you think that went. I already know how it went. It went really, that thing beat the crap out of me anyways. Next time we're doing lights, mirrors, cab lights, all that good stuff. It's gonna be the good stuff, you know what I'm saying? We got the engine done, so that's important. Now it can turn keys. And now it just needs to light up the road with fancy lights and stuff. So, till next time, and safety first always.